No one confess that they follow numerology.
Why do you think that people don't want to openly say that I'm into numerology?
Because of astrology, so almost 97% people in my profession are crooked. So just in the sake of giving remedies, they make lot of money giving remedies. The girl who gave me the biggest break in Bollywood for me was Kubbra Sait. So I added extra B in her name. It is all about accepting it as a science. This is an occult science. Well, I'm here to sell my time. I'm here to sell my knowledge. I'm here to guide people, but not to sell my soul.
Do you think being aware of your numbers and stuff like that can help you avoid the bad circumstances?
Numerology is just like gravity. You don't have to believe in it for it to be working in your life.
क्या आपको क्या लगता है? Is it Modi effect?
I don't see any chances of Congress coming back to power.
Gautham Azad, welcome to the show, sir.
Pleasure being here.
Awesome. So in today's conversation, we're going to focus about astronumerology, which has been the work that you've been doing for a really long time now. So I want to start with, for the people who are non-believers or people who don't believe in this at all, and also for the people who have not explored the whole aspect of numerology, if you were to explain them, numerology hota kya hai? What is numerology, and how do these numbers play the role in our destiny?
Yeah, I have a very simple statement to make. Numerology is just like gravity. You don't have to believe in it for it to be working in your life. And second thing is that you always need to believe and explore most of the things in your life to understand if it works or not. And most important thing is that numerology is the science of numbers. But it is not a real science, but it is occult science. Like your astrology, you have palmistry, you have horoscope reading, you have coffee cup reading and everything. But numerology these days has got more name and fame because that it is easy for the users to use it. This is all the science of numbers. In astrology, you have 9 planets. We have 9 numbers. So each planet is represented by a number. Vice versa, each number has got one planet, and we just decode everything in this world to number, from planets to name to your date of birth. Everything for us is number. And if we start using it, if you look at your life itself, Bijay, you will find that you had a roll number, you have bank account number, you have mobile number, you have house number. Even the funding you get is again in terms of number. Money you get is in terms of number. The number of people who is helping us to record this show is again it's number. So everything in this universe boils down to number. Now recently even happiness is measured in terms of numbers. Now this is how Bhutan has come up with happiness index. So now earlier people used to say that happiness is a state of mind, but no more, it's a state of numbers now. So everything is in terms of numbers, but if you start following it, you'll find certain numbers which have been more favorable to you and certain numbers which have not been favorable to you. This is all about it.
So how does this, like you mentioned about numbers, certain numbers being favorable and certain numbers being unfavorable. So can you share how these numbers, so first maybe for all of us to understand the basic of it, what are the different kinds of numbers that one person have, right? So number one, and how each of these number impacts the different areas of life.
Okay, so basically, if we look at it, anyone's date of birth, it is suppose someone is born on 1st of May 1992. Okay. So it is number one because he's born on 1st. Then the total of it.
अच्छा वो दूसरा हो गया.
Yes, हाँ, पूरे को हम जोड़ते हैं कि 1 फिर 5 199 1993 and जो भी आता है the total again that is number. And then third number which is very important is your zodiac number, which we also call a ruling number. It comes from we break zodiac sign also into terms of number because we have planets is also a number. Like sun we consider sun as a planet, then that is number 1. Then moon is number 2, Jupiter is number 3, Rahul Uranus is number 4, Mercury is number 5, Venus is number 6, Ketu is number 7, 8 is Saturn, and 9 is Mars. So basically we look at 3 numbers. Now the number which rules a person the most is the psychic number, the birth number, first number.
Which is the date.
Yeah, date. Like you are born on 25th October.
Okay.
So you are number 7. So number 7 will rule you the most.
Okay.
Then you will be ruled by the destiny number. You are destined to be there. And then is the zodiac number, which will, impact your whole
Destiny
cycle.
number is the sum total of the
Date of birth.
date of birth.
Sum total of the date of birth. Always.
Okay.
And these are 3 most important numbers. Now, from these 3 numbers, we derive the numbers which is more useful for you. Whether you believe in it or not, you will find that most of the things and events happening in your life will, end up happening on these dates. Good events. There are certain not so good will happen on some other dates. So it could be in terms of year, it could be in terms of date, it could be in terms of days. For us, date is a number, zodiac sign is a number, day is a number, planet is a number, everything boils down to number.
तो अच्छा मेरे को एक बात बताओ कि फॉर समबडी हु हैज नेवर लुक्ड एट दिस साइड ऑफ देयर थिंग्स, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, before I met you a couple of years back, I have never bothered to look at what my number is and so on and so forth. And life goes on, right? And people just don't look at those numbers. How knowing what number I am can help you in life? So what is the impact that it can create if I start focusing on that, and उसका क्या impact होगा?
Impact basically होता क्या है, I will tell you, कि आप you get to know yourself better. This is the science to know yourself better. The moment you know yourself better, you will conduct yourself better. The moment you conduct yourself better, you are very closer to success, what you want. So it helps also to choose a career. It also helps you to what you need to do as a next step. So you also evolve as a human being. I've given an example from myself. I'm number 2. And being number 2, I always, more imaginative, creative, and, inclined towards occult science. Occult science is basically science of belief. And being an engineer, I quit my job and, I got into numerology. And once I got into numerology, then again I found out that why do I give so much of gyan to people and people listening to me? Then I found out that I do have number 3, like you. So, you can talk on any topic in this world. You can talk on science, you can talk on technology, you can talk on finance, you can talk on astrology, you can talk on numerology. So I can. The only difference is that we have partially same number, but your number is more inclined towards technology, innovation. And I am the person, being an engineer, I am, little bit inclined toward all these things, but I cannot get into something, concrete. I'm not a person of, materialistic world. I'm more of an inclined to a mental plane, anything related to mental plane. So this is how it helped me to, choose my career. And I quit my engineering job and then I got into numerology full time. I'm like, this is the cheez, mujhe yahi karna hai. I will give gyan and make money. But, quote unquote, without cheating people, by the way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Asa, you mentioned about, it helps you become more aware and then take the next course of action accordingly, right? So do you mean to say that there, it can help you avoid some circumstances of the outcome? Do you think being aware of your numbers and stuff like that can help you avoid the bad circumstances, or it helps you take a different course of action?
So it does help. It does help. Most of the time, a businessman and industrialist comes to me and whether it is the right time to invest or not. So we help them, choosing their right decision. Number one, it doesn't mean that they don't use their own wisdom and decision making, but it is only thing. My advice: act as a catalyst. And I say that today it is as simple as saying that today it might rain. Just carry the umbrella. As simple as that. Number one. Yes. You just carry the umbrella. If it doesn't rain, doesn't rain. Well and good. If it rains, you have umbrella with you. So you will not fall sick, you will not get wet, you will not get drenched, and you will not spoil your clothes, by the way. And now, with the help of numerology, you also can get to know that, if the time you are running is a great time or not. But I'm adding too much of but just to make more clarity in life that, if you are using it and if you're not using, there's not much of difference. The only difference is in terms of luck. Only in terms, because I do not change anyone's life. I help them to change their life. I don't make them billionaires. I don't make them a successful cricketers, actress, and everything. It is their hard work. It is their perseverance. It is their effort. It is their struggle and battle. I only help them. So, if this is the right time, this is not the right time, yeah, go struggle. Go do it. You will get it. So, confidence and peace of mind is what I guarantee to everyone who comes to me. Not everything. Otherwise, I had in my hand to change anyone's fortune. Don't you think I could have been sitting somewhere else?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. So, what are some of the people that you have worked with?
So basically, I work with industrialists, businessmen, cricketers, actors, and Bollywood, and a common man, startups. All sort of people come to me. By the way, scientists and doctors do consult me. It might sound weird, but they do consult. Everyone follows numerology, but only flip side of my profession is that no one confesses that they follow numerology. Yeah.
And why is that? Why do you think that people don't want to openly say that I'm into numerology?
Yes, the reason being that this science has been a very good science, and recently it has started gaining a lot of popularity. But because of astrology, so almost 97% people in my profession are crooked. So just in the sake of giving remedies, they make lot of money giving remedies. And just because you are more prone to bad times and everything, they'll give you remedies. Do you think that, Bijay, let me just tell me this, by doing certain remedies, can you change the direction of planet which is crores of miles away from Earth? No, you cannot do that.
So, are you saying that remedies doesn't work?
Remedies work only if it is working internally. Because anything which is happening outside happens inside first. So if you have a bad time, you need to work inside yourself. You're going through difficult time. I just need to say, Vijay, this too shall pass. Don't worry. Things take time. Your good time is coming. Just wait for it. This is the best remedy in the world. Instead of, you do this kind of puja, you do this kind of remedy, you waste money, you waste time, you waste effort. Instead of that, you put all this effort in what you have been doing, continue doing. Personally, I've seen that, whatever you do for 10 years, you become legend in that field. So, that is the reason, people, most of the people, I can tell you, chief ministers, I've seen the name of chief ministers, by the way, cabinet ministers, MPs, MLAs, because, people think that this is a science of fraud. This is not. This is the science of enlightening you, helping you to understand yourself better. And people think that if I'm using this science, मैं बहुत ही पुराना अंधविश्वासी आदमी. No, अंधविश्वासी नहीं होने की बात है. It is all about accepting it as a science. This is an occult science. It's not that, you are just going and killing someone in the name of, the science. No. कोई भी science है, even for that matter, the real science, the true science is that technology and everything, mobile, watches, everything, right? Do you think every time it is successful? We launch missiles and suddenly it goes and dip down in Bay of Bengal. Does it mean that it doesn't work? It works. We really need to introspect. We really need to analyze what went wrong. Because the entire world is, because every time we talk about our history, we talk about mythology, we talk about our past, it is all associated with numbers. And everyone has been following from the kings. Today, no one is more bigger than the king in the past, olden days, because still we have the histories, wo Raja the, and you will find that they're wearing a lot of gemstone and everything. Now, what is happening? In the name of gemstone, you get, processed, synthetic, that stones and glasses and everything. It will not work. That is the reason I don't recommend gemstone at all. नहीं बताता हूँ लोगों को. People ask me, sir, आप recommend करो. Most of the big brands come, they came to my office. Sir, आप बताओ. You'll get a good cut. Well, I'm here to sell my time. I'm here to sell my knowledge. I'm here to guide people, but not to sell my soul. मुझे आत्मा बेचनी ही नहीं है. Like, only difference will be that कि I might get, 10-20 हज़ार एक्स्ट्रा मिल जाएंगे. जेमस्टोन को यू बाई फ्रॉम लाख रुपए का, वो कमाएंगे 20 हज़ार, मुझे देंगे 20 हज़ार, बाद में उनका कॉस्ट है. बट डज इट मीन कि मैं ये काम करूँ? नहीं. तो इसलिए पीपल आर हेजिटेंट टू एक्सेप्ट इट. बट देयर आर पीपल हु एक्सेप्ट इट. And there are people because social media, आज के date में you will find that people might say that, no, I don't believe in, but I'm just using it. they are the firm believer, but they do not have guts and courage of conviction to accept that they are using numerology or rather than astrology, any science by the way.
Science in that
Yes.
sense. You said you consulted a lot of different celebrities, influencers, and so on and so forth. So I think Urfi Javed का भी आपने नेम चेंज करवाया है.
उर्फी ने भी किया है नेम चेंज. शी हैज एडेड एक्स्ट्रा ओ इन हर नेम बिकॉज
तो क्या उसमें क्या मिला उर्फी को?
तो उर्फी का मतलब लेट मी टेल यू शी इज जस्ट एन अमेजिंग गर्ल. आई see lot of potential in her work, and she is going to rule the glamour industry for a longer time. Only thing which I see that is she's very kind at heart, but her number is that she is bound to be misunderstood and confused by a lot of people.
ये ओ लगाने के बाद भी
ओ लगाने के बाद she will get the fame, but वो basically मैं इसलिए she is born on 15th of October. She's number 6, and by adding extra O in her name has come to 24, which is a very good octave of number 6, or number 6 represents Venus, and Venus is all about love, affection, glamour, showbiz, entertainment. And trust me, she's doing very amazing in her industry, and she's doing very good.
Who are the other people that you worked with?
And the one always I mention her name. The girl who gave me, the biggest break in Bollywood for me was Kubbra Sait. So I added extra B in her name.
अच्छा.
Yes, long back, when I had started my career, and no one used to believe me that point of time, and I said कि यार मैं तो बोलता हूँ Kubbra, you should add B. अरे बाबा, and we had a lot of fight. What if it works? What if it doesn't work? So I had a very simple thing, because my objective is always clear. If it doesn't work, you have choice of going back to previous name. If it works, it is your life. You will make big. And trust me, उसके बाद Sacred Games happened, and उसके बाद she did foundation for Apple TV, and she is doing numerous shows these days.
Now she's going Hollywood.
Hollywood. So मैंने extra B लगाया, and she accepted. And after that, she has been very vocal. Only lady who is very vocal about numerology is Kubbra Sait. Always. I use it, Baba. I use it. And anyone, she has recommended a lot of people to me. I use it. I have added extra B. Initially, she used to say, my name is Kubbra Sait with extra B in my name. So Kubbra has added, then, you will find Amisha Patel, Tamanna Bhatia, you have Ajay H. Kapoor. So there are many people in Bollywood. Thanks to Instagram that, you cannot hide your name now. Because the biggest and the largest vibration you get in your name is through social media, because the transaction in terms of vibration happens through 3D. So it is not like, you updating your name and I can just say it. It goes to space and again it comes down. So that is the reason, these days you will also find out, especially once social media, are taking space in our life, that people are getting name and fame, defame also overnight. Because everything is happening, at larger space now. But now there are certain things. Suppose your name is a ready-made name.
Ready-made name मतलब?
Ready-made name कि by default आपका नाम का vibration उसी पे आ रहा है जो मैं देना चाहता था.
अच्छा.
तो मुझे उसको alter करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Like विराट कोहली's name is a ready-made name.
अच्छा.
उनके नाम को alter नहीं कर सकते हैं.
मैं विराट कोहली के नाम में मतलब आप थोड़ा explain कीजिए.
Okay. So Virat Kohli is number 5 in numerology. Okay, and then he is born on 5th of November 1988. ठीक है, he is number 5 and he is ruled by number 9. ठीक है. Now being ruled by number 9, तो मैंने बताया Scorpion, so are you by the way, number 9. We were just talking some time back. And his jersey number is 18. So he doesn't need to change his jersey number.
Which is number 9 again.
Which is number 9 again. Correct? और फिर उनका नाम का भी टोटल अच्छे वाइब्रेशन पे आता है, उसको भी उनको चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. And look, his success. We cannot create everything to the science, but it is playing an important role in his life. For that matter, our Mahi Bhai, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, knowingly, unknowingly, he has been using number 7. और देखो उनकी लाइफ में हमेशा number 7 उनके साथ ही रहा है. आपको पता है, he announced his retirement from Chennai, and Chennai adds up to, ठीक है, नंबर 2. फिर उन्होंने जिस डेट को किया था वो नंबर 7 है. देन उनका एक ऐड भी आया था, यू रिमेंबर, ये मेरा 7वां मोबाइल है, राइट. एंड ही इज द फर्स्ट बैट्समैन एवर हु प्लेड विथ फर्स्ट कैप्टन एवर हु प्लेड विथ 7 बैट्समैन. 7 उनका लकी नंबर है. 7 नंबर का जर्सी, 7 नंबर का लॉकेट, 7 नंबर ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं. एंड 7 नंबर बहुत ही मिस्टिकल है. और ये देखोगे तो व्हेन ही वाज ऑन ग्राउंड, एज इफ समथिंग इज रनिंग इन हिज माइंड. And suddenly he will come with lot of intuition, नहीं तू बॉलिंग कर. When they are sitting, as if they are thinking something in their mind. कुछ उनके दिमाग में चलता है क्योंकि इफ यू लुक एट द शेप ऑफ नंबर 7 दे हैव द नंबर गोज लाइक दिस 7 like this, so they have a bigger head, and bigger head says that it's always some or other thing will keep running in your mind, and this is one of the most unique number. I can tell you are not a copycat, neither Mahendra Singh Dhoni nor Arvind Kejriwal. अपना हमेशा उनका आइडिया इनोवेटिव रहेगा, डिफरेंट रहेगा, हमेशा दे विल बी अपार्ट फ्रॉम अदर पीपल, क्योंकि नंबर 7 इज द ओनली नंबर विच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर नंबर कंप्लीटली. तो जिनका रेडीमेड है तो नहीं पता, लेकिन फॉर दैट मैटर जिनको हम नाम रेडीमेड है, डेट ऑफ बर्थ अच्छा है, तो वी रिकमेंड चेंजेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ कलर्स, सिग्नेचर्स, bank account number, mobile number. Do you think that people at the age of 40 45 they never had mobile phone, still they change their mobile number? Why? It is all the recommendation of numerologists like me. So what do they need to change number suddenly? कोई 20 साल से कर रहा है, यार करके देखो. I always say that you must try this science once so that you will never repent in your life that you never tried numerology. This is very transparent, very open, easy to implement science. Anyone can use it, from a newborn child to someone who is doing good in business, because most of the people come to occult science when they have difficult time. They should always start using this science when you are in good times, so that you can make the most out of your potential, so that you can make the most out of your good times.
So numerology में are there any numbers that are supposed to be really good or that are supposed to be not so good? Is there anything like that?
नहीं,
in
ऐसा
terms of
बिल्कुल नहीं,
numbers?
ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट एग्जैक्टली, बट देयर आर सर्टेन नंबर व्हिच इज मोर मेटेरियलिस्टिक, and these numbers are 1 3 5 and 6. So when I say 1, people who are born on 1st 10th 19th 28th of any month, and when I say 3, it is 3 12 21 and 30th. When I say 5 5 14 23rd of any month. When I say 6, it is 6th 15th and 24th of any month. So if you Google the date of birth of the richest in the world or in India, you'll find 100% of people date of birth first date
Among
of 1
these.
3 5 6 only.
Acha.
This is more materialistic number. Does it mean that other people do not have chance? They do have. Only thing is that they are very high on luck. बहुत materialistic achievement होते हैं. For that matter, our Shah Rukh Khan is number 2, but he has made a good fortune, but he has made it through not business directly, through his creativity, through his acting.
So number 2 is creativity ka number?
Yes. Number 2 and number 7 is creativity. Most of the people in Bollywood, they have 2 7 and 6. One of these things. Abhiyo Madhuri Dixit is number 6. Alia Bhatt is number 6. And Amitabh Bachchan ji is number 2, 11th of October. Dilip Kumar ji is 11th of December, number 2. Rajesh Khanna was 29th of December, number 2. Shah Rukh Khan is 2nd of November, number 2. But he has made a good fortune, but he has made it through not business directly, through his creativity, through his acting.
So number 2 is creativity ka number?
Yes. Number 2 and number 7 is creativity. Most of the people in Bollywood, they have 2 7 and 6. One of these things. Huh? Abhiyo Madhuri Dixit is number 6. Alia Bhatt is number 6. And Amitabh Bachchan ji is number 2, 11th of October. Dilip Kumar ji is 11th of December, number 2. Rajesh Khanna was 29th of December, number 2. Shah Rukh Khan is 2nd of November, number 2. Katrina Kaif is 16th of June, I believe, or July. She is other number 7. Yes. But Priyanka Chopra is number 9, but she is born in zodiac sign of Cancer. So she is ruled by number 2 and 7. थोड़ा सा है. But now coming back to your point, कि कौन से नंबर ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं, कौन से नंबर ज़्यादा बुरा, नथिंग लाइक इट. यदि ऐसा होता था तो अपने हॉस्पिटल्स और जेल में सारे उसी सेट के नंबर्स पड़े होते थे. समथिंग इज हैपनिंग दैट यू गो रेड विद दैट दीज पीपल एंड समवन विल कन्फेस देयर क्राइम. इट डजंट वर्क दैट वे, बिकॉज इट इज ऑल्सो देयर fortune, it is also their karma, past birth karma, and what they have been doing in this birth. तो बहुत सी चीज़ें इस पर भी डिपेंड करते हैं. आपने लास्ट बर्थ में क्या किया था, इस बर्थ में क्या कर रहे हो. यदि आप चोरी कर रहे हो तो कब तक आपका लक साथ देगा, राइट? तो this is how most of the people are being caught by ED and CBI. So CBI and ED does their job, and then we say that no ऐसा नहीं होता है. तो मतलब सारे नंबर के लोग होते हैं. ओनली थिंग दैट द पेटी क्राइम्स वी कॉल देम क्योर, एंड व्हेन इट इज बिग दैट वी कॉल देम स्कैम.
Which reminds me of आपने आई थिंक काफ़ी पहले बिफोर द हिंडनबर्ग रिपोर्ट एंड ऑल गौतम अडानी का आपने प्रेडिक्शन किया था कि इनके लाइफ में कुछ आने वाला है मुश्किल टाइम.
So, yeah, bhai, I will tell you that, still I get goosebumps. I had written about Mr. Adani long back, I believe in 2021, when he became the Asia's richest man. And that time I had no idea by that my, prediction will come true so soon. But I was very sure that one day this is going to happen because his name vibration was not in sync with his date of birth. And his name vibration is in sync of most of the people. I don't want to name them and compare him with those set of people, Gautam Adani, because he is one of the billionaire and who has done a lot for the employment and for the country. And it was purely on the basis of his name number I had predicted that he will get into any kind of financial trouble or legal trouble. And it did come true. And by God's grace, if I can say that, someone who has been, no, I don't have any godfather in my industry, but even someone who catapulted my career in numerology is Gautam Adani. Because after that day, and I have been so busy, I really think that, you were talking, Gautam, अब हम बड़े आदमी बन गए. But, names is a lot of things about you. This is how it had.
तो अगर आपके पास गौतम अदानी साहब आते तो आपके उनके नाम में क्या चेंज करते?
मैं उनके नाम में मैं बेसिकली कोई अल्फ़ाबेट उनके डैड के नाम से ऐड करता, बट आई एम वेरी कीन दैट मिस्टर अडानी शुड मेक जस्ट अडानी टू अडानी इंडिया, एंड दिस इज माय सजेशन व्हिच हैव गॉन टू.
अच्छा, जो कंपनी का नाम?
यस, कंपनी का नाम. सो बिकॉज अडानी इज ऑन द नेम ऑफ, it adds to a vibration which is related to same vibration of India. We have to just sacrifice. This is what exactly has been happening to India and with Gautam Adani ji. So, if Adani becomes Adani India, trust me, there will be no looking back, and he will again regain his place in the, all the richest in the world. So basically, if we make it Adani India, it will be very, very good for him because it comes on the very nicest vibration which is suitable to him, suitable for India, suitable for his business, by the way, suitable to his date of birth. Now, since he's born on 24th of June 1962, he happens to be a Cancerian by zodiac sign, Western zodiac sign. And now Cancer element is water. And that is the reason if you see that he got lot of business, he made his fortune through port. And port is a water-based business. And he got more success in Mumbai. Mumbai is a city which is surrounded with water. So water. And then he is number 6. So kuch bhi, whatever business he do, if it is exclusive, if it is a class apart, he is bound to make a lot of, money. Fortune. Money by default. He's a billionaire.
Course, yeah.
So basically billionaires want to be super billionaire.
Yeah.
And he also have number 3. So, paise. So it is not like that, people say a lot of things that, he got his fortune recently. But I know people, those who know him, he was already a, big name. He was, so, now coming back to one point for your, viewers as well. So, if your line of work is in line with your element, it is too good for you. Like your water element, you will be successful away from your place of birth. You're born in some other place,
Nepal, landlocked country, तो वहाँ से ज़्यादा.
Yes. And because water, if it stays at one place for a long time, it becomes stagnant. So Gautam Bhai Adani moving to Mumbai, too good. Port business, too good. Like water is very adaptable. कहीं भी जगह बना लेते हैं. So it is too good for him. because water related business और अभी अच्छे टाइम में भी आ जाएंगे थोड़ा सा just matter of 6 months time he will start gaining back everything.
अच्छा अभी थोड़ी देर पहले you said a very interesting thing कि इंडिया का number is the number of suffering.
Yes,
Can you
sacrifice.
please share sacrifice
Yes.
थोड़ा सा उस पे बोल.
हाँ अब देखो we used to be सोने की चिड़िया long back. Our GDP was one of the best in the world long back. Now after we had gone through a lot of separations and in lot of the foreign empire conquered us, because it is India adds up to 12 is 3, but it is a different vibration of 3. 12 it is not a great vibration.
अच्छा.
Now if we name it Bharat,
3 में भी basically so what you're saying is उस number में भी क्या बन के वो number बन रहा है also impacts.
exactly.
अच्छा, okay.
What makes you like you are number 7, you are 25 wala number 7, you have 2 and 5, so you have emotions and you have communication.
अच्छा.
1 and
2 and
6
5.
yes,
Okay.
1 and 6 wala is 7 also. The same 12 wala 3 is not that great, but if you address our country as Bharat, It is one of the nicest vibration which we can, and it is the same vibration of China. China is 15. It is same as Paris. Paris is 15. And why do we call it city of love? And now, we took such a long time, but, before, now India is the most populous country in the world. But before that, it was China. So much of love was there in the air. you know, and so, 15 is a good octave of number 6. Ab dekho, Indore adds up to 24. What a clean city.
So what you're saying is, इंडिया का नाम भारत अगर करें तो then that would be much better from
much
a
better,
numerology
much
perspective.
yes, numerology perspective is going to much better. And trust me, people can mock that we are not going to $5 trillion GDP. I am very sure India will. I'm very sure. And someone from very prominent position from this government has asked me. I am talking about 2020, and that time Modi ji has just launched this term, हमें achieve करना है. And I was the only one because I cannot be so vocal because I have got my friends in all the parties. So when I make this, तो Gautam भाई आपने तो उसकी batting कर दी. So I can tell you that when he said that, and मैं बोला भाई साहब you don't worry, हम achieve करेंगे. And अभी हम कर ही रहे हैं. We are definitely going to not achieve. We are going to cross it for sure. $5 trillion GDP, it will be there. And this is not my prediction. This is my conviction of my prediction as well. And it is purely on the basis of numbers. We are just running 77th year of independence. 77 is, 14 is 5. It is favorable to India. But 78th year of independence, we can have one more podcast over this. And we will be talking about this. Gautam, how did you say this? And then I can come with a lot of explanation why I said so.
Very, very interesting. Very powerful. So, from the global economy perspective right now, if you were to look at, the West, a lot of the countries in the West are struggling and so on and so forth. So from the global perspective, from the world perspective, are there any predictions? Are there anything that you can say right now from where?
Very interestingly, you asked this, it was not there in my mind, but I wanted to make this point. So, this year is 2023, which adds up to 7. तो ठीक है चल रहेगा तो volatile रहेगा. But 2024, most of the countries in West is going to suffer like anything. Economically, there will be lot of turmoils. क्योंकि 2024 adds up to 8, and 8 is the number of extreme. 8 is the number of Saturn, and it is the number of delays, obstacles, and challenges. Right? So if you have been, because Saturn is a slow planet, and if you have been very fast, तो थोड़ा उसको लगता है बेटा slow down, and that is the economic slowdown will be there. Then you can also ask me counter question. Just I am assuming. If you have not asked this, India.
हाँ, क्यों नहीं?
क्योंकि हमारा टाइम बल्ले बल्ले टाइम चल रहा है. And we will enter 78th year of independence in half of the month in 2024. And we are going to rock because 78 adds up to 15. 15 is 6. 6 is Venus, which is family of numbers of India. India's number is 3, 6 and 9. Bharat adds up to 15, which is 6. India adds up to 3. The year of independence will be 78th year of independence. तो अपन को करना है. And this is other advantage which India is going to get, क्योंकि दो चीज़ है, relative है. If someone is running at the speed of 40 and if you are running at the speed of 35, it will take lot of time to come to them, cross them. By the way, 40 भी कर रहे हो, 39 भी कर still, but someone is slow, आप still if you are going the same pace of in 30, still you can overtake them. ये अपने को होने वाला है. That benefit is going to get us ahead of most of the economies. If not ahead, but definitely we are going to achieve $5 trillion economy for sure.
Great. So in this aspect, for somebody who's listening to this या watching this conversation right now, और उनको लगता है कि यार ये बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ बता दिया आपने, तो यार मेरे को अगर if I start looking at this, या अगर मैं थोड़ा सा देखूँ, एंड आजकल देर आर लॉट ऑफ ऑनलाइन ऐप है जहाँ पे जाके आप अपना नंबर्स निकाल सकते हो कि मेरा नंबर कौन सा है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो हाउ डू दे गो अबाउट इट? हाउ डू दे स्टार्ट looking at their number, being aware of this then?
So I have one statement to make. It might sound little rude and blunt. I always say that if you are sick, you go to a doctor, you go to a professional. You don't just go Google it and take the medicine. So if you want, you can just go through, if any of your family member wants to go through any kind of surgery, you don't go to open, you just go and open YouTube and how to conduct a surgery. You look at the video and conduct the surgery. So operation might be successful, but patient will be dead. So always consult a professional, always meet a professional, then implement these changes. Information on Google is only good for consumption, not for implementation. For that matter, anyone can start doing anything. If someone has been doing it professionally, there is something to it, right?
Yeah.
Which you are not knowing. You will only know what someone has shared it on Google. Why will anyone give you entire knowledge on Google? Why are doctors studying 5.5 years to become MBBS, graduate doctor? It would have been easy. Okay, patient comes with the issue, Google, give him the medicine. You can only treat the symptoms. You cannot treat the disease, by the way. And I always say, operation successful, patient dead. This is what people do, going on Google. तो कभी ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए.
सो मेरे दिमाग में ना अभी वो इंडिया वाली कहानी अभी थोड़ा और चल रहा है, तो आई हैव फ्यू क्वेश्चन अराउंड इट. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल फॉर द पास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स लेट्स लुक एट द मोदी जी वाला भी, राइट? बिकॉज while there are a lot of varied opinions and so on and so forth, brickbats and stuff like that, but आप काफ़ी हद तक देखोगे तो there has been a lot of progress that the country has made, whether that's in terms of consistent growth in the GDP and so on and so forth. काफ़ी सारे चीज़ों में the global repute of India, for that matter, the image creation per se of India and so on and so forth. So काफ़ी progress तो हो रहा है. So from that perspective, what do you see न्यूमरोलॉजी के पर्सपेक्टिव से प्योरली, कि आपको क्या लगता है, इज इट मोदी इफेक्ट या इज इट लाइक द ओवरऑल कंट्री का क्या, व्हाट इज योर एनालिसिस?
सर मैं बताता हूँ. बेसिकली डेफिनेटली it is the number of leader which matters to the country. If anything good happens, credit goes to him. Or let me make it more understandable for people. कुछ बुरा होता है, anything bad happens, blame goes to Modi. If anything good happens, he should also get the credit, right? By the way, disclaimer, we are not BJP कार्यकर्तास. Right? तो उनको जानते. Second thing is that it is the Modi number which is in effect, because he is number 8. Number 8 rules democracy. Number 8 represents mass, right? And number 8 is the number of extreme. I did mention you earlier, right? Or look at Modi ji ka life. His life till the age of 50, no one knew who is Modi ji, right? And suddenly he became the Gujarat chief minister. He has not contested panchayat, MLA, MP. He had no formal role or position in the government, and directly he joins there. Now he is good. When he became the prime minister of this country, he was in 64th year. 64 adds up to 10. 10 is 1. 1 is sun. Right? And he came with a very thumping, victory and lot of, added advantage to the country. Now you are saying that Modi factor will continue. And if I have to tell you, Modi will come back to power for the third time.
2024 में?
Third time. 2024 adds up to 8. Modi ji 17th September born, he is number 8. थोड़ा difficulty होगा क्योंकि he will be running in 74th year of independence, so थोड़ा सा. But he will get the clear-cut majority. He is going to come back to power for sure. So detailed prediction, I will do it just beginning of the election. So Modi.
But you are sure that Modi is going to come back?
Yes, Modi is going to come back for sure. अब देखो Modi's lucky numbers and everything is so in line. I don't know, why it has happened, because if I look at the number of Rahul Gandhi, when Modi ji was running in his 64th year, he was running in his 44th year. 44 is 8 Saturn, and he is number 1. It doesn't gel.
अच्छा, but अब Saturn जो 8 है, that was favoring for Modi.
Modi, and you will find out most of, he took oath for the first time on 26th of May.
8 again.
Yes, उनका बहुत सारे जो programs he has launched on dates adding to 8. He is number 8.
Coincidental है या ऐसे planned है?
He has not consulted me, so I cannot say that but he does follow numerology. He does follow numerology, and he is very obsessed with number 8. क्योंकि number 8 is if you are doing hard work, if you are doing your work honestly, there is no looking back. Saturn is the auditor. Saturn is the principal. Saturn is the judge. आप गलत काम करो, you will be punished. You are doing good thing, you will be awarded. So if you also notice that how extreme Modi's life has been, he has been either loved or hated. He has been very popular or unpopular, right?
Yeah.
Either look at the kind of majority he's got it is very amazing.
हाँ, आप राहुल गांधी का बता रहे थे अभी.
हाँ, तो मैं उसी बात नंबर
हाँ.
8 मोदी जी, क्योंकि ही वॉज नॉट विजिबल. तो फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ लाइफ यू डिडंट नो हु मोदी इज,
Yeah.
and second half of life you cannot have a political conversation without who is Modi, right? Rahul Gandhi in 2024 he was running his 44th year of
He's gonna run. No,
he
in
was
2014.
2014 election. 2019 he was in 49th 13 means 13 means karma. ठीक है. Now he will be running because why I'm comparing, even I should be comparing the number of this Mallikarjun Kharge ji. So because I had long predicted he is going to be looking at his number, but still I will tell you that Rahul Gandhi is going to be the fourth face of Congress always. The fight is between Modi and Rahul Gandhi because it is not about whether who is the president, who is the face of Congress. So now he is running. He was running in his 53rd year. Then that was the time he was disqualified as a member of parliament. As an MP, he was disqualified. Now he's running in his 54th year, right? So number 1 is here, number 9 is here. They're poles apart. So his luck is not favoring Rahul Gandhi, by the way.
Achha.
And he's number 1, and his name adds up to 36, which is 9. So poles apart. So, but success will always be elusive for him. And I really doubt if he can be Prime Minister of the country. Ever. As long as Modi is there. But, somewhat happens because, when I predict and when I analyze the date of birth, I have to compare it with someone else. So, someone date of birth which is more weaker than Rahul Gandhi ji.
हो सकता है
he might become. But currently, as of now, I don't see any chances of Congress coming back to power or Rahul Gandhi becoming the Prime Minister of this country as long as Modi is there. His number is too strong. Now, Saturn gives you only result after slogging, bleeding, hard work, sweating. And this gentleman has already achieved everything. He is done. Modi is done. He's an extremist. जो करना है 100% करना. By this, I could also recall that demonetization happened on 8th of November and 8 p.m. And when he was running his 67th year, Modi ji, and I had predicted that he can take unpopular decision, and trust me, it was one of the most unpopular decisions of the government. So ये रहेगा ही. So Modi ji is coming back to power. India is going to do very well, and we are also going to reap the benefit of this.
Awesome. So on that note, is there anything else that you'd like to share before we wrap this up?
So if that for people, blue is one color which is very favorable to everyone. So people should wear as much as blue they can. Not much. People who are going under depression, they should not be wearing much of blue. It just keep one calm, composed, and quiet. Then they can take good decision. They should, especially I recommend meditation to people who are number 2, number 5, and number 7. But meditation is one thing which can help everybody, because it brings so much of physiological change in our body and mind. So we should be considering. And the most important thing is that I am anti-black color.
Don't wear black?
Don't wear black. Black is not an auspicious color, by the way. And you would have noticed this trend now. Even the politicians are not wearing, black jacket now. They are all wearing, colorful jackets. So black is the color of Saturn, and for that matter, no politician wants ED and CBI to raid them. So it is good that if everyone can avoid wearing black, it is going to be very, very helpful, because Saturn is the auditor, and how will you like if auditor comes to your office every day? You'll get irritated, right? So avoid black as much as you can.
Anything else to avoid? Like that you see, which is like very common, and it's like जैसे black का आपने कहा कि यार हर कोई इतना black क्यों पहन रहे हैं? मत पहनो. So is there anything?
Okay, so number 4 and number 8 does not suit everyone. It only rarest of rare people it suits. So generally, if you can avoid doing anything important on dates adding to 4 and 8, it is very, very good for you.
For anybody.
Because it is extreme number.
4 and 8.
4 and 8. इसलिए आप देखो कि जितने भी natural disasters हुए हैं, it has happened on dates adding to 8. 26 December tsunami हो गई, 26 जनवरी भुज अर्थक्वेक हो, 26 जुलाई मुंबई फ्लड हो गया, 26/11 मुंबई अटैक हो गया. So all has happened, I was doing research, then I found out कि अधिकतर जो earthquakes न्यूजीलैंड में आए थे, it has come on dates adding to 4 and 8. So it cannot be coincidence, कि number कुछ तो बोलता है. Only thing is that number doesn't have voice, so I am the spokesperson for number.
Yeah.
तो उस नंबर को if they can
4 and 8.
हाँ 4 and 8 dates adding to 4 and 8. If they have a house number adding to 4 and 8, just add B in it. So making it 4B or 4K or 4R, 3 alphabets they can add, or 8B, 8K, 8R. It is definitely going to help them in terms of good health, harmony, and peace in their family. Yes, this is one advice, which everyone can use it.
And what for the people who are number 4 and 8?
They don't have to worry about it. My daughter, I have 2 daughters, both of them are number 8. Yes, both of them are number 8. And one thing is in my hand is that alter the name spelling, which we have done for most 5 chief ministers, by the way. They have used it in public domain. Their name are in public domain as well. I cannot name them here. जब वो लोग नाम चेंज कर सकते हैं तो बच्चे का भी नाम, दिस इज द बेस्ट गिफ्ट यू कैन गिव टू योर किड, द गिफ्ट ऑफ अ न्यूमेरिकल नेम. So now since I have come on the show, so tomorrow if you become father, so I should have the privilege of naming your kid.
Absolutely. Great. I think that has been a great conversation. Thank you so much for sharing all your insights.
You made me, explore the unhidden part of numerology, which I couldn't have spoken out if it would have been, something like that, कि हाँ ये question पूछूंगा. And it went in such a natural flow of, talk. It rarely happens. It can only happen with number 7 and number 2. By the way, I'm number 2 and you're number 7.
Oh.
And we are so connected, by the way.
Very nice. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Pleasure
It's great.
being here. Pleasure being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.